Hey everybody, so today there was a ruling by the Federal Circuit, which is the layer just below the Supreme Court, to reverse a decision about some dumbbells. Everybody doing some lifting, trying to get in shape. Well, iFit got a big surprise from the Federal Circuit. Hi everybody, I'm JD Houvener, owner, founder, and patent attorney here at Bold Patents Law Firm. And I'm here to explain what you need to know from the Supreme Court, Federal Circuit, and even district courts that can help you, the individual inventor, entrepreneur, business owner, getting started. Understanding patent law can be complex, but I'm here to break it down for you. This case, which just got settled and decided, I should say, last Friday, August 8th, 2025, is a case about two fitness companies. You probably have heard of NordicTrack's iFit, as well as Rogue Fitness. They've got their PowerBlocks. Well, the issue is iFit won their Federal Circuit case in Utah. A Utah judge said, no, these Rogue Fitness dumbbells are they're invalid. The whole patent is invalid because it's merely talking about this high-level concept of changing weights with these dumbbells. This is the dumbbell slider, where the inside there's a mechanism to change how much weight it is, right? If you want 10 pounds, you slide it over. And then you want the heaviest weight, you can slide it back. You've probably seen a lot of these advertised. This patent goes way back to 2006 when the provisional patent application was filed, and the non-provisional was filed in 2007. So only the last couple years of life for this patent, because it's going to expire in 2027, this case ensued. So long story short, the Federal Circuit said, well, District Court, we actually think that this patent has structural elements and doesn't talk about this generic changing weights. It actually talks about real structure, and there's nothing abstract about that. And so they reversed the District Court's decision, and in a way gave a win to PowerBlock, which is Rogue Fitness. And so now iFitness may try to appeal to the Supreme Court, but this is a big win for patent owners with mechanical, right, real structural wording, and how you need to have some specificity, even if your claim is broad, covering really any weight selection mechanism, but it does have some limitations to it. So it helps inform us patent attorneys how to write really good applications for you, staying up on decisions like this. Let's take one really quick look at the actual patent. This one, again, this was issued way long ago, filed in 2007. The weight selection and adjustment system for selected dumbbells, including a motorized selector positioning, in 2007, so roughly 20 years after the date of filing. So December 2027 will be when this expires. So you can see this weight selection system here. The mechanism that moves is 20, and it can add, several or plurality number of weights to it. But as you all know, figures are not what's owned by the patent. What you actually own is a numbered set of claims at the bottom. So this first claim is a weight selection and adjustment system for selecting a motorized dumbbell. And it's got a dumbbell, a stack of nested weights on the left, handle, and a movable selector, having a plurality of adjustment positions. A nice broad claim, also an electric motor, I should add. So some two big elements there. And like I said, the District Court in Utah said this was overly broad and invalid because it's just an abstract idea. And the court agreed. iFit, they won their case in District Court, but it got overturned in this case. So a big win for patent owners, and I'm happy to celebrate that. So if you have any questions about this specific case, claim drafting, whether your invention might be abstract idea or more mechanical, please reach out to us at Bold Patents and book a free discovery call. I'm JD Houvener, owner, founder, and patent attorney, wishing you an awesome day. Go big, go bold.